Alright. Welcome back to Super Ball Man, Monkey, Banana. IA edition. What does the IA stand for? I don't know, you have an imagination, you figure it out. Let's go with Captain II for this round. SMB2 challenge mode, we're about to do expert difficulty. Same rules as SMB1 challenge mode, we just need to get under 99 fallouts. This is basically the practice round before we get to the marathon mode. The expert stages should all look familiar if you played story mode. These are all World 5 through World 9 stages. It's the extra stages that might all look different to you. Again, we're still doing warpless, so no warps. We're gonna go through all 60 of them, and we're hopefully gonna do it with as little fallouts as possible. But I will not guarantee that I will not fall out or get anywhere close to not falling out. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that, especially since it really feels like it has been a while since I played the extra stages in particular, so I think a lot of my fallouts are gonna be there today. Maybe I'll do better in the marathon mode, don't worry. Well, I hope you don't worry. But yeah, this is gonna be just about pacing yourself, trying not to fall out like that. Okay, I was not ready for the thing to like not be where it needs to be. And again, okay, well, 2 fallouts for essentially nothing. Because I didn't have the timing right. This stage used to be 30 seconds in the OG. It is 60 here. It was actually one of the few stages that was 30 seconds in Super Monkey Ball 2. You're going to have to try, emphasis on try, to get in the goal directly. You don't get a lot of leeway here. And of course, these balls like to push you around, so it's no surprise.
9, 8, 7,
yeah, this is not going well.
5, 4, 3,
oh, I'm off the side of the goal. No!
0. Time over.
F. No, that is a time over on the board.
Ready, go.
Oh, good jeez. I don't like that it's
Ready,
something you can't just jump into right away. I don't like that too much. That is definitely jarring me a little bit. Oh my god. I'd probably argue this is a little harder than the OG for some reasons here, for sure. It feels like it's harder to aim. Also, balls. Lots of balls. Balls to be had. There we go. Jeez. Kind of wild that took too long.
ready,
Well, we'll take things as they are. We'll take things as they are for now. Alright, I can do that first try, but Melting Pot takes me 4. It's funny. Still got all the bonus stages like usual. It is important that you clear the bonus stages by either getting all the bananas or going to the goal. Whatever you feel like doing. A lot of the time you will not be getting all the bananas, so you probably just want to go for the goal. Do I want to jump over this or try to? Nah, we're not doing that. We got time, we can go around. Whatever, man. Alright. The jump machine! Thankfully, we're only doing blue goal, so we shouldn't have too much issue doing this. I was not ready for that to jump right away, but okay.
Ready?
Yeah, normally this gets skipped. This stage is honestly forgettable, so this normally gets skipped. But we're trying Warpless, so we gotta do it all. Yeah, hopefully we'll put it together much better when we get to the marathon run. That's my goal right now. I'm kind of interested in just like making sure I get an okay run for now, and then in the marathon run, hopefully we put it all together and put it better than we did in each separate mode. That's my hope for right now. Oh boy, Toggle. I forgot, Toggle's a level, right? That's an F. So a lot of these stages seem easier in general, but you have much more of a likelihood to fall out from some of these levels than you would from maybe like some of the Monkey Ball ones. This is why doing it normally is just so boring. I mean, yes, you could keep up with it and everything like that, but man, it's boring. Alright, so I probably have to do this a little differently. Something like that. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Alright, so I don't want to do it just from the very start. I want to hold back, and I want to go back and charge up a little better. Alright. Pachinko! I almost fell on Pachinko. That would have been bad. If I'm gonna fall on Pachinko, it's gonna be because I missed the goal, not because of doing some dumb shit like that. And that's a Fallout in the books. Alright. That's why Fallouts count, because things can happen like that.
Ready?
That's why Fallouts count in bonus stages in this game. Again, I'm not entirely sure how long I should be waiting because the cycles are different. Yeah, I should have waited a little more. The cycles are all different, so it's a little bit harder to do certain levels just because I have certain memory from the old game. So, if I react in an unexpected way, it's because I'm kind of drawing probably from the original game, where things are slightly different. Alright. I see seesaws. I just hope I don't fall out. That'd be pretty good, right? Not falling out. Yeah, I think we already have like 10 fallouts in the book, so this is really bad so far. This is not not the quality run you might have come here for, I'll say that. It's like I said, I'm probably gonna try to make sure the marathon run is a bit better. If it's gonna cause me to redo it a couple of times, I might do it for that. But here, I am generally pretty content with just making sure we get under the mission. Oh, shit. Man, it is rough so far. It is rough. I went in cold too. I didn't even like bother practicing this time. I went in cold. I usually go in cold. So what you see is what you get here. Sometimes I wind up being just fine cold, but sometimes it just results in a nightmare. This is probably a little bit more of a nightmare than like an actual good run right now. Whoa there. This captain is not leading the ship very well right now. I can say that. Alright. Let's try and measure it up. Ooh. I got owned. I got owned. This one looks a little different compared to the World 6 one. The World 6 one was kind of a gimme, This one's a little bit less of a gimme. Because it's a little more inside of the lighter area that you see than the World 6 layout was. So that's a little bit deceptive too. Alright, good old Tears. But we're doing Blue Gold today, so we're gonna do the lowest one. Or we could do the second one. Why not? We can do the second one. Can go for the slight challenge. A very slight challenge. Just so we can pick up some extra bananas before we fall down here and go in. That would be the strategy I would take if I was trying to get extra lives to recover some of the ones I lost already. That would be it. Oh, wow. Just missed. Yeah, wow. It's like I said before, the Super Monkey Ball 2 stages are generally easier, but that just kind of makes it a little bit more intimidating in a way, because now it's like, oh, you gotta keep up a high standard just on the basis of the fact that the stages should be easier to handle than Super Monkey Ball 1 sometimes. I wouldn't exactly give yourself that stress. It is the truth, but I wouldn't exactly give yourself that stress when you're trying to do something like this. It's just not gonna help you. It really isn't. If you want to focus on trying to fall out as little as possible, then you do want to try and take it easy if you can. I know I'm trying to be a bit more aggro in certain stages that do cost me, but it's like I said in Super Monkey Ball 1's challenge mode, specifically an expert, it is definitely about trying to keep your nerve through a lot of this. Just making sure you know what you're doing, you know how to play the level, hopefully you know how to beat it in one, all that stuff. Hopefully Pachinko doesn't destroy you. I mean, Pachinko is a legitimate obstacle for your no death run, because it does count. So oh man. All those years ago, I never really thought Pachinko was actually gonna become relevant in a no death run, but here we are. All these years later, and all of a sudden Pachinko could be like your final boss before you even get started in expert mode, really. Who knew? Alright, so just like the original, the World 7 levels still retain the World 7 map layout, so these stages are exactly the same as they were in the story mode, compared to a lot of the other levels which take on a different world's layout, and therefore could look slightly different, like brandished earlier. Alright, I haven't done obstacle the normal way because I was doing jump in this world, so this should be fun. I haven't done obstacle the normal way yet. Alright, that was fine. I was a bit worried I didn't hit the first one there. I almost thought I went too far ahead. Alright, we haven't done Domino the normal way either. They don't really care about bananas that much. But I will try to get some whenever I can. I could try salvaging this run by turning it into a high banana run, but I think it's a little late for that anyway. I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna accept that we're doing things rather ordinary this time. Okay. I think we're fine. That thing's coming back. That thing's coming back. Okay. Whew, I took that a little slower than I usually would.
Ready, go!
I'd rather start trying to build some momentum here after that unfortunate start. Okay, let's not do that. I already lost the cycle though because of that, so I don't know. That could be bad. That could be bad. I might have to be a little bit aggressive here. Because you do want to make sure you keep moving when you're doing this this way, because you don't have a lot of spare time. In the original game, if you went this route, you had, I think, 3 of the last block cycles to work with. Maybe 2. I think that was the first one I was supposed to get. This is, I think, more my typical one, which results in about like a... I think in the normal game it was about an 8 or a 9. This one's more like a 10. And then there's one more at like 3 seconds.
Ready, go!
I gotta get on this train immediately. Alright. Because I have to wait a lot otherwise. I'd rather just get on the train immediately. Ooh, I think I'm falling behind. Okay. Let's not do that. I think I'm falling behind. Alright. Okay. Very good.
Ready,
Hierarchy. Oh boy, that was not a good idea. That was not my best idea. There might have, oh boy, that's even worse. That was even worse. What am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? We need to like not. Just not. Don't do what I'm doing, get some help. That's all I gotta say about that.
ready, go!
Out of all the expert stages, the 20 set are usually the most relaxing out of all of them. That's my personal feeling. Combined with the original song, this is like super relaxing. It's just that, you know, you should also associate it with not falling out. That would be kind of a good idea. Alright, 30, banana hunting. Which is basically just a glorified jump machine moment. Just like that. Just goes up every so often. This is where you just like pick up the spare and just, you know, pick up a few bananas. Right, this level exists. Because I usually like to get red goal on 8 bracelets. We usually skip this level. But I gotta play this level again, which is funny. Alright, I don't have to go through the middle this time, at least. I don't have to put myself through that if I don't want to. I don't like being here, though. I guess we'll wait. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, this is a level where I could fall out legitimately a few times just because this level is harder than the original's form. Because you really do need to be on point for a good few seconds. I held back too much. I held back too much. I held back too much right at the end. Ah! Right at the end, man! Right at the end! Uh-oh. Okay, now we're fine for now. Alright, we were more on point with that one. Good. We're getting better at it. We're getting better at it.
Ready? Go!
At least it's not like the last time where I had like something like 5 fallouts or some shit. It was like kind of bad. Oh. But we did not fall out here.
Ready?
The law of fallout exchange. If you don't fall out on one level, you could always fall out on another. And that was really unfortunate. That was exceptionally unfortunate. Yep, this is the law of fallout exchange. As soon as you do a level better than before, another level that used to do pretty well has to be worse. And everything must balance out. That's how it works. Alright, we haven't done blue goal on here, so this will be a first for now. I'm gonna try and speed this up. I'll get the bunch in the meantime. May as well, right? Alright, we gotta find our spot to hit the play button and set ourselves up well for this ending. Which is right about now, because we do want to be prepared, and you also want to kind of like start immediately if you can. We're not really going to try and get all the bananas. You want to try and start... well, that's a little too soon. That's a little too soon. Okay, well... Yeah, you want to start before they line up a little bit, just so you have a little bit more of a buffer, so that you can make it across. But you don't want to start too early, because then something like that happens. This is why arguably the green goal might be easier sometimes. It might feel easier for some people, because you don't have to focus on lining yourself up and everything like this. Yep, it went away just after I hit the goal. Alright. Totters. I haven't even been keeping track of fallouts, but I think we're near 20. I think we're near 20 right now. I did not want to be on the totter, because that could make me fall out. So I'm glad we got out of that before it became a problem. The warp vortex. Alright. All we really need to do is just make sure we get to blue, so we do want to start from far away here, but we just jump off whenever. Nice and simple. Alright. Vortex would skip this level. But if you get green here instead, you could skip the next level if you want to. Which I think is trampolines. Normally you don't really care about skipping trampolines, but in this game you could definitely skip trampolines. That really kind of might be an annoying level sometimes. Why am I getting all the bananas here? I don't know, you tell me. I just kind of felt like it this time. This one's gonna be the hard one though. But I guess it's a demonstration of sorts. Just be like, you know, how hard is it to try and get all the bananas here and then also get the goal? The answer is pretty fucking hard, because we're abandoning this right now, and I'm dead anyway. Oh god. Okay, fine. Are there bananas in the back? There are. Shit. Okay, that is gonna make things complicated. Get the banana, Captain. If you line yourself up real well, you could probably get these a lot faster without hitting the bumpers. I wouldn't want to do it on the last one, though. That's for sure. Oh, God. We're gonna abandon that plan today.
10, 9, 8, go!
Let's move on. I got 20 at least. All right, let's settle for that right now.
Ready?
I don't even know why I was going for banana goals in a case like this, but whatever, man. Sometimes I do random things. All right. Swing shaft. It is like I said, I really have to be careful about the extras, because the extras could really make me fall on a lot. I really have not practiced the extras in years. I think I remember some of the master stages more than I probably would remember the expert extra stages. Although I expect to have trouble in master as well. This is the stage with the, I think the fastest goal you could probably get. If you press the play button, you get to see these two fight, and you have to try to get the bananas that drop from them. Sometimes they're bunches, sometimes they're singles. It's honestly the weirdest bonus stage, I'll say that. Out of all the bonus stages, it's definitely the weirdest one. It's also the one where you probably shouldn't depend on getting bananas. If you're playing the original game. You probably should just plan not really to get a lot of bananas out of that one. It's more like, if you're really desperate and you really need an extra life, if you're trying to do this with a limited amount of lives, that would be a way, that would be a reason to just go for it, but don't expect much out of that one. Just don't expect much. Alright, chip pipes, but we're going on the right side this time. Even though the left side is more fun. More fun and possibly a bit easier. Case in point, I did fall out here. Because I'm not used to the blue goal. I like the green goal more. But if you want to do warpless, you have to do blue. That's how this works. And that's why green is easier on the last level, because you definitely want to skip this level normally. Like, if you're just trying to go for just the mission itself using warps, you definitely want to skip this level. This level might cost you a couple fallouts. Oh god. It worked and then it didn't. I wasn't even expecting to do it that way. I really wasn't. I had poor aim, made it across anyway, and didn't slow down, which was hilarious. Alright, there we go. The guillotine, let's try and play this better this time. Emphasis on try. Oh god, this is already late. Holy shit. Wow, I thought I was getting smacked clean off, but no, I just got tapped and I still fell. Man. That also was unexpected to me. Oh god, that's terrible. That was terrible. Let's go back and try to measure this up again. There we go. Yeah, this is not going to be my best run, so if you expected an actual good run today on this video, yeah. Sorry to disappoint you, I guess.
Ready?
There's always going to be a difference between trying to do something on the first take and then trying to do something after a bunch of retakes, like with Super Monkey Ball's expert mode. There's always a pretty solid difference. Some people are a lot more capable of doing things on the first try. I can't say I'm really that person. I really can't say that. A lot of the times I do need like a round of practice before I really play well. At an absolute minimum.
Ready, go!
But that is the beauty of trying to do a playthrough in a couple different ways, trying to mix things up a little bit. You never know what really you expect out of the next part. I'm at least hoping I'm trying to do that at the very least. Alright, air hockey. Final stage. The inner portion no longer looks like it's transparent. Because we're drawing from World 4 instead of World 9, so no more confusion in that regard. Trying to get the goal is another story, though. If you don't have like a plan to measure it up immediately, it's a little bit hard to chase sometimes. But you do gotta have good aim. That's the name of the game. Alright, extra time.
Ready, go!
It's time to charge up and fire off. It might be a little easier to charge up here compared to the original game. You could probably do this in like 3 or 4. I think you had to do at least like 5 or 6 in the original game in order to get the proper charge necessary. So it is a little easier here to charge up and get across. Alright, Strata. A very, very rough level. This level will probably end your no-death run if you made it here. This level is very hard to do on the first try. You gotta be mindful of not going too far each time. Make sure you turn your camera around. Honestly, it's just hard. It's just hard. You can get here kind of okay. It's the next one that really starts to get rough. See? I missed the first one. I almost landed on green. Which normally I'd be able to try to salvage, but I can't even accept that here. But yeah, the name of the game here is you need to go far enough to land on the next one, but not too far that you miss it. Because they only give you a little leeway in terms of direct landing onto the next platform. Especially with this particular next transition. You could also try to fall directly from there into one of the goals if you want. Oh boy, I don't have... I wanted to try turning the camera around, but I couldn't balance myself. Oh god. I came into this knowing full well Strata was gonna be a problem. I knew that full well. I probably should have at least like practiced this level once or something. I knew full well that this level was gonna be a pain in the butt. So one other strat you could probably try is that. You don't want to deal with the last bit, you could probably try that. Right, this level exists. I forgot how this level worked. I know that, like, things move around and things happen, and you just go to the goal. That's what I remember. There's only 5 bananas here as well, which is nice, I guess. Oh yes, the giant swing. This used to be a real pain in the ass in the original game. You needed to time things right so that you bumped off the giant swing and made it up, but not too far up. You also needed to be careful not to get caught by a swing itself and get pushed underground. So the swing follows a pattern. You just have to figure out what your exit point is and just try to aim for it. Okay, so that was okay. It's also a little hard to know just how much you need to go forward before you need to hold back. That also is a skill that needs to be learned, unfortunately. Now, in the original game, there were bananas all over the swing, too. But it looks like they took that out for purposes of people trying to get all the bananas. In the original game, though, there were bananas all over the swing, so you really had a rough time trying to fucking get that. I can say that for sure. Oh, man. If I had to be honest, getting all 42 here probably would be difficult, even without that.
Ready?
Even with the fact there are no bananas on the swing. Alright, 5 jumps for the 5th level. Uh-oh. Okay. Just gotta pick your spots carefully. You gotta make sure you have this, your wall as a buffer. You want to use these to your advantage and hopefully not get screwed by them. Like that.
Fall out. Ready?
That's really the name of the game. You want to try to use these to your advantage and hopefully just not get wrecked. It's kind of a difficult level to play though. Especially with the first one actually taking so long to show up. I don't think that was the case in the original game. I think it was on a better cycle, which is pretty ironic. You can also attempt to bum rush the last one if you really don't feel comfortable with doing it slowly. Just be mindful of the fact that you don't want to go too far left or right because you will slide off. Alright, free throw is an interesting one because it has 3 goals and all of them are pretty difficult to do. All of them require the right aim. And I honestly want to say the blue goal might be the hardest one. Because you gotta go up high. So high you might even like fall out knowing this game. And then on your rebound, you gotta try and land on the blue goal. That's at least one way of doing it. Also be mindful of the fact that you don't get a lot of tries on this. You get like 2 tries at best, or 3. Some shit like that. Because it does take a lot of time for you to execute a try. Especially if you're trying to do red. Red will take a long time for you to try again, so you might only get 2 tries on red at most. Yes, this is a level. I remembered this level in my mind, and I remembered I hated it. But I don't remember why. That's all I gotta say. You gotta wait for these to show up, and then go across before the other one starts sliding down. And they do get faster each time. Yeah. I got unfortunately caught by that, so I got pushed back. I definitely wouldn't want to do this on fast forward. I can say that. Definitely would not want to do this on fast forward. But yeah, this one's all about appropriate timing. The first one's real slow, the second one's a little faster, and then finally ridiculous. Actually ridiculous, even for play. Oh boy. I can tell you, this is definitely a level you want to skip if you want to try and do the mission warped. You definitely want to try and get at least green on free throw for this reason. This level is probably the worst one. I'm just not a fan of this one. Okay, we got it. Alright, cool. I think the last one, you really gotta watch the other pendulum to try to get the right timing in.
Ready?
Oh, this is a level! Oh my god, this is a level. I forgot about this one, oh my god. So this one is just a long, glorified slide. And the other problem is, you saw the warp at the end. You have to go into that warp and jump across to the main area where you get the goal. Now think about how long this takes. You probably don't really have a second try. You might barely have a second try. You also need to make sure you don't slip off like that. So yeah. This one will probably make you nervous as hell. That's for sure. Boy, did I forget about this one. Oh man. This is a blast from the past. Oh man. Do 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 do. Yep, you gotta make sure you go fast enough to make the hop. That's the important thing. You gotta make sure you go fast enough to make the hop, but not too fast that you fall out. It's very important. Alright, good old construction. You can try to manipulate your start as well as possible so that you go through the maze itself as well as possible, because you definitely want to keep up with how fast it's going. Because you got a lot of funny movements that you have to make. I do think they slowed this down a little. I think they made this a little faster in the original game. I do think they slowed this down. Only 6 bananas in this one, which is interesting. Alright, finally Train Worm. This one is a doozy. This one requires good timing. And we did it on the first try. That I can do on the first try, but then I just messed up on so many other levels. Sure, whatever, man. We'll take it. 29 total fallouts and time overs. Not my greatest run. Definitely not my greatest run. I think so far, between all the modes I've had so far, I think I've had like 70 fallout. That's not good. That's not good pace at all for marathon, because I'd have to do master in under like 20 fallouts for that to have worked. Putting all that together. But this was kind of a careless run, I have to admit. This was kind of a careless run. Alright, next time we'll do Master. Master is 20 levels instead of 10 because you get to play the Master Extras, because Super Monkey Ball 2 put in Master Extra stages. 10 more levels, so yeah. 20 levels in total. Still gotta do this in under 70 fallouts. I thought it was 50. I forgot they changed it, right. 70 fallouts, it's not that bad because that is, well, it's not 2 fallouts, or it's not 5 fallouts a level, I can say that. Ironically, it's a little tighter, but some of the levels should be easy. Alright, that being said, come back next time.